Did you know that the Social Insurance Institution, ZUS, has recently made fundamental changes that will affect every retiree in Poland? These are not rumors or speculations, but real facts that you need to know right now. In the last 3 months, over 65% of seniors missed out on additional benefits because they were unaware of the new regulations. Imagine being able to earn up to 12 PLN per year just by filling out one simple form. In today's video, I'll reveal 5 key changes ZUS has made quietly, which could significantly affect the amount of your benefits. I will guide you step by step on how to use the new ZUS electronic system, which might seem complicated for many of you. Trust me, after watching this video, you'll handle it easily. Also, as a former employee of the Retirement Services Department, I have valuable tips and advice you won't find in official ZUS communications. Why? Because the system is designed to make it difficult to access certain information. But don't worry, we'll get through it together. The first and most important change is the new pension adjustment system. Previously, pension adjustments happened only once a year, in March. But now, work is underway to implement a system that adjusts pensions twice a year, once in March and again in September. In times of rising inflation, this could make a huge difference for you. This system is already being tested in several provinces, and it's expected to roll out nationwide soon. To benefit from this additional adjustment, you'll need to submit the right application through the PSUS platform or personally at your local ZUS office. The catch? ZUS won't actively inform you about this opportunity, hoping that many retirees won't hear about it. That's why I'm creating this video to give you a heads up in advance. The second change involves new additional benefits for seniors based on their work history. Did you know that people who have worked for over 35 years for women or 40 years for men can apply for an extra senior allowance? This is nearly 200 PLN per month, which can go straight into your pocket. However, to receive it, you need to submit a special application along with documentation proving your work history. The problem is, the document verification system was recently automated, which sometimes causes mistakes. For instance, the system might reject documents from the 60S or 70 is because it doesn't recognize their format. In these cases, you need to file an appeal and visit ZUS in person to clear things up. Many seniors give up after the first rejection, not realizing that it's just a system error, not a lack of eligibility for the additional allowance. The third important change is about combining your pension with work. The new regulations are much more flexible than before, allowing you to work without risking your pension being suspended or reduced. But there's a limit to how much you can earn without affecting your pension, and this limit is updated quarterly. Make sure to check it regularly on the ZUS website or at your nearest office. Interestingly, there are special contracts, such as work-for-hire agreements in certain fields, that don't affect your pension at all. This is particularly beneficial for seniors with skills in crafts, art, or editing. Not many retirees are aware of this legal loophole, which allows you to increase your monthly income legally without impacting your pension. The fourth change is about the expanded list of discounts and benefits for seniors. Recently, the range of services eligible for discounts for those over 60 has been significantly expanded. It now includes not only public transportation and museum admissions, but also medical services, rehabilitation, and even certain food items in selected stores. To take advantage of these discounts, you need to get a senior card, which you can apply for at your local city or municipal office. The good news is that the process of obtaining this card has been simplified, and you can now apply online through your trusted profile. For many seniors, this is a huge convenience, especially during the autumn and winter months when going out might be more difficult. The fifth and final change you need to know about is the new method of calculating the initial capital for those born before 1949. Many people from this generation have incorrectly calculated initial capital, which directly leads to lower pensions. ZUS has introduced a new methodology for calculating this capital, which in many cases increases the monthly pension by several hundred PLN. The problem is that ZUS does not automatically recalculate this for everyone who qualifies. You must submit a specific application and provide documentation proving your contribution and non-contributory periods. This process can be tedious, but trust me, it's worth the effort as it can bring significant financial benefits for many years to come. Now, let's move on to the practical part of this meeting: how to navigate the new ZUS electronic system. The PWS platform was recently updated, and while it was designed to make it easier for you to access services, it can also be an additional challenge. First, let's start with the basics: how to create an account on this system. You'll need internet access and an email address. If you don't have your own email, ask a family member for help, or you can join free computer workshops offered by local libraries or senior universities. Next, visit the ZUS website and click on the Register button. The system will ask for your personal information and your PESL number. A crucial step here is identity verification, which can be done in several ways through a trusted profile, an electronic signature, or by visiting your ZUS branch with your ID. For many seniors, the most convenient method will be the last one, especially if you're not used to the internet. Once your identity is verified, you'll have full access to the platform's features. Once you have access to the system, you can check your pension amount, view your payment history, submit applications for various allowances, request certificates, and even schedule visits to the ZUS office without having to wait in line. One of the most useful features is the pension calculator, which lets you simulate how your pension would change if you continued working for another year or two. This is a valuable tool to help you make informed decisions about your career and pension plans. I know that many of you may find it stressful to navigate these digital systems, but don't worry. ZUS offers free training on how to use the PWS platform, and these are held regularly at ZUS offices. You can find the schedule online or by calling their helpline. Before I finish, let me share some practical tips based on my years of experience working with retirees. First, always ask for confirmation of your application submission, whether it's electronic or paper. In the case of electronic applications, the system generates a unique number that you should save. For paper applications, always ask for a stamped copy with the submission date. Second, track the status of your applications on the PWS platform. You can also call the ZUS helpline to check on the status of your request. Remember, ZUS has 30 days to process most applications. Finally, don't be afraid to appeal any unfavorable decisions. Statistics show that about 30% of appeals are successful. Appeals are submitted to the Labor and Social Insurance Court through ZUS within a month of receiving the decision. The best part is that this process is free and doesn't require a lawyer, though you can seek professional help if needed. I hope this information helps you navigate the new ZUS changes with confidence. Stay informed, take action, and make sure you don't miss out on the benefits that are rightfully yours.